Welcome to Extremely Obese Idiots trying to teach you something about history. I'm your host, Lath. So we're going in here. We're talking about the battles of Saratoga, because there are actually two of them. That's not really something people know. First one took place on September 19th, and it was the Americans trying to defend a farm, but they failed, and the British moved forward. Then the second one was on October 7th. Well, they were both in 1777. But the second one was October 7th, so about 20 days later. I'm not good at math, as you can see. The Continental Army had been in a very steady state of retreat. Things were looking pretty grim for them. On the first Battle of Saratoga, the British snuck up on the American farm, and the Americans tried to defend it, but they just couldn't. There were too many British men, and they had to surrender. In the second Saratoga, otherwise known as the Battle of Bemis Heights, on October 7th, John Morgan's troop strength was normally higher. He had about 5,000 effective battle-ready troops. On October 7th, I bet there were clowns there. That was a funny joke, wasn't it? Why? So, the second Battle of Saratoga was very hard to beat. It was a hard victory for the Americans. The Continental Army attacked the right side of a British camp, which were anchored by two redoubts. I don't know what that means. I'm just reading this off my script. The outermost one was defeated by 300. It was defended by 300 men under the command of Heinrich von Bremen. While the other one was in command of Lord Balcarres. A small contingent of Canadians actually occupied the ground between these fortifications. General Arnold led the American chase, and then led a different person's men in to attack it. The Americans actually, it was not an easy victory. They took the fort. General Bremen was killed. He was killed in the battle. And then afterward, the only other general left, he was forced to surrender. And that Battle of Saratoga was actually a very inspirational victory for the Continental Army. It gave them hope that they could actually defeat the British. And I'm going to say it was actually pretty cool. It was pretty cool how they did it. Like, I'm going to give you guys a demonstration right now through my phone. By using some of the real guaranteed artifacts that I stole from a museum. This was, the hat. This was the Continental Army's hat, wasn't it? And they, say that is, the right side of the fort. The right side of the fort. We went in. The Continental Army went in. These muskets were actually very difficult to load. A 30-second reload time. So they could only kill one person every 30 seconds. So they took the right side of the fort, and then they got in. Found the other general, and killed him. Like this. They shot him. And then they went on to the left side of the fort, which we're just going to say is my couch. And they went in, they killed a whole bunch of British men, and then the general right there, actually that's not the general, here's the remaining British general. He had to surrender. He was cornered all around by Continental Army militia, and he was forced to surrender. And he survived. At least, well, he's dead by now, obviously. But he survived, And anyway, that was extremely obese.